kuti nyika panguva inoi zvizvagwa zvenyika yeZimbabwe zviri mukati menyika yeSouth Africa kujoni handiti zviri panguva yakaoma. Iwe zvako uri kufunga zvebota kuti shori pamutsara wekuti ubatsigwe tikubvise kwauri ikoko. Wakubika bota. I received tsamba yamuri kuona iri panapa ishi. Kuri kuiko kwaiko kune vakuita zvekurya bota vari pamutsara kuti vabatsire. Muri kuri kurunga mangwanani, masikati nemanheru. Zvinova zviri kutinyadzisa. Bikai poriji renyu kana muchinge masvika kuno kuZimbabwe kuno tichakupai pekugara. Monyasoribika zvakanaka, moisa dovi kana nehuchifti zviti zvinake zvakanaka nditi. Tokupai pekugara kana mauya kuno. Hatizive kuti zhara yenyu yabva yabata zvakadiko kuti mubva maita zvinhu zvakadaro zvinonyadzisa. Siyai humara patsetsetse hunyen'anyen'a humhesha mukono. Touya zvekare pavana venyu vari kuya kuno kwishi. Zviya zvekuti kana vauya kuno vanenge vachitaura vachiti mara ne zvamuita zvemuna December zviyazvi. Zvekuda kunyepera kunga vasingahwishona. Rauya kuno chiranga ri grade 12 kana grade 11 kwenyu kokoko tinoridzorera grade 3. I have instructed the Department of Education to ensure that vese vana vari kuita kunga vasikazvishona vari kutaura mutauro wenyu wamaitaura kujoni iwoyu wekuti makasiya mavhorosi kujoni kuno ari kudzokera grade 3 ne4 ndoko vachatangira. Because we've got a new curriculum atidi.
Thunywa ngabantu base Cape Town, bathi abantu base Cape Town batshintsha amagiya ngoku. Into abazawuyenza kuzawuhanjwa kuyimbumba kudityanwe kuloo ndawo, kuyiwe kwezi factories namagweja ngabahlali, kubizwe u-SAPS no-Home Affairs averifye abantu ezindaweni ezi baqashwe kuzo. Umzekelo koma-Epping kuthiwa bagcwele bathe ko-Hout Bay ko-Sea Point basekhona bakhoyo. Abahlali bazo-identifyelwa indawo banikwe ii-addresses zezindawo ziphangela amagweja baye uqobo ngeenyawo zabo. U-SAPS sonyanzeleke ezile aba ubabona apha kuthiwa namhlanje ngomgqibelo nge-4 basathothela namagweja e-Epping. Ingxaki kuvalwa itepu kwezi ndawo baphangela kuzo. Bathi abahlali base-Cape Town thulas yi-drop in the ocean le awukaboni into basebanintsi apha ekuhlaleni eCape Town baseyimbumba. Bathi abahlali thina sizohamba ngoku siye kwezi ndawo baphangela kuzo kuphuma igweja kungena umuntu uzawunyanzeleka umqeshi kuverify ama-foreign angaphangela pha because siyayazi ba ukuklina ayo critical.
Vanhu ndambokudza anemwe nyaya so pane imwe emotion isingagonekamwi nevarume. Emotion iyoyo munayo. Kana pane emotion isingagonekamwi kudhiliwa nayo nevarume that you ever find, kuchema. Varume vashoma vanogona kudhila nekuchemerwa. Handizi kuti imimi vanhukadzi munozviziva here kuti paya pamunenge muchichema paya most men don't even understand what's going on. I know that I won't go into some no. Okay, I explain it. That's why kazhinji kacho uchiti ukaenda uchiti shoulder to cry on pamurume. Wochema uchimchema misodzi cherera pa shoulder ane mazimaso uchishema uri pa shoulder pakapa makeup ichizara pa shirt. Unopesera wakwigwa unodzokera mumba wakwigwa instead of nyaradziwa. Munoziva kuti varume ipo paya panhamo ukanyanya kuchema stereki vanenge vachiti dede achema tiri kubedroom ndaimunyaradza neni asi nyeni. Ndo zvavatofunga ipo paya chitarisa kuti kurasika kwazvakaita. Havatozivi kuti nguva zhinji pamunochema paya isikoti uko makaloka ukakutomboenda. That's why even mukachema pabonde hakuna murume anofara. Ndakavata naye akachema wena pabonde. Kuchema. Ende pamwe vamwenyu munochemerera muchiriyuwirira muchidiriri muchiti varume ndozvona. Emotion iyoyo varume hatitoiunderstand, havatomboifariri, haivateni on emotion iyoyo. Vamwe vanotoprefera kutoti usure zvako pane kuti ucheme. ndoda ngobetsera vanoti vakachema, wakachemera murume katuka tinobva kuramba. Munzwisisa kuti chinoitika pamurume. Papati 2 ndachakuudza kuti that's why futi muchizoona kuti pakaita mwana akaremara, ando mwana ane urwere anogara chichema, misha mizhinji iri kudivorce. Murume anotiza. Vakadzi vazhinji vakasiyiwa. Kungoita mwana ari autistic, kungoita mwana anongori nemademands ari higher. Muchazvinzwisisa, maybe ndanyanya kudhipisa, muchazvinzwisisa pamberi apo.
The reason why Zimbabweans offer cheap labor in South Africa is because back home here, they are forced to offer free labor. You are surprised. Did you know that since I came to Zimbabwe, I worked for a certain company. I cannot name it right now. I'll name it later. After working, the conditions of work themselves says loud about who we are as Zimbabwe. And up to now, I'm still waiting for the payment. But if it was in South Africa, if you don't pay people within 2 days, they can banganya you. They will deal with you, labor this, labor that. Why? Because there is a system in South Africa which South Africans created, and they are living by that system. So mixing themselves with the Zimbabweans who can tolerate nonsense is like taking themselves down. Because as Zimbabweans, we accept anything. Why? Because where we come from, sometimes we are being used for free. Imagine you can do a very huge task. After that, all you will get are explanations. This, that, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe Wednesday, maybe. Of which the job has been done, and the client is continuing with the supplies. That's why you see a lot of Zimbabweans are running away from Zimbabwe. Individuals with money are also exploiting poor people. That's my point. Thank you.
Being born in this era where everyone in Zimbabwe wants to leave Zimbabwe so bad, where some of us were even born outside of Zimbabwe, or where some of us have been raised outside of Zimbabwe because there was no alternative for our parents to make a living in Zimbabwe, has really messed us up. And I think getting older and growing up has really shown me that at the end of the day, it will never change the person that you are. Whether you grew up in diaspora, whether you grew up in a first world country, in another African country, in South Africa, it will never change the identity that you have and the person that you are. I remember having this conversation with my partner, and I was talking to him about how I am so exhausted of never really belonging. You can fool yourself to some extent. You can fool yourself to, okay, I'm assimilated, I'm a part of the society, I'm a part of the community, until you start to realize that at the end of the day, you will never be one of them. Whether this is through the people who were never able to get like IDs, so you were never ever actually able to take out your ID, or those who did get the ID, but you can tell that my identity is not amongst these people. Though I can't speak my mother tongue properly in this place, I'm never free. Even if you have that identity document or that citizenship and you believe that you have assimilated. And this just really brought me to the idea that at the end of the day, running away from your problems is not going to solve the problem that you had to begin with. Because in my instance, I'm starting to recognize the fact that either I will forever in my life remain a foreigner, or remain a person who isn't in their home country, who hasn't experienced their culture, their traditions and values entirely, has not lived in that bliss and glory of being free to be yourself, or I'm going to have to go back. And I think the thing with our generation is that we haven't realized that at the end of the day, our parents are going to pass away. The people who made Zimbabwe horrible are going to pass away. The people who made the economy so tough are going to pass away, and they're going to continue and they're going to move on with their life, and those things will happen. The people who are left in that state is us. We are left with a country with nothing to show us, with a country with nothing to offer us. And the desire to be there exists. It's not that we don't want the desire to be there. It fully exists. There's just nothing to go back to. There's no livelihood to build up. has become a place of retirement as opposed to a place of creating a livelihood, which always means that we're going to continue to lose a part of our identity as life goes on, and hope to God that we retain it by the time we're old. But at this stage, I'm too young for that. Like, I'm literally 24. Like, you're telling me I have to go for the rest of my life, and if I want to ever be in my home country again, it must be at the stage where I'm retiring, because I won't be able to make a proper living in Zimbabwe. It's painful. I'm so, like, it's dawning on me that if we actually want change, we need to start doing something about the situation in Zimbabwe. But now that's an even bigger question that I don't even know how to answer. Like, I barely understand the structures in Zimbabwe myself. I think there's been people who've been trying to do this for years and have failed. But it needs to change. The reality is something needs to give. And I'm really proud of, like, the people, especially the ZIM community in the UK, those who are saying no to ZIM Fest, who are really now starting to clock on that, oh, we kind of need to do something about these things in the way that our people are treated, in the way that our country is run. I'm kind of proud that it's finally a movement against the governance in Zimbabwe and against the treatment of Zimbabwean people in other countries that is being led by the youth. For me personally, it's the first one I've seen in my life. It's the first one where it's us now. Now we're the ones who are fighting. And I think that just sparked something in me that made me realize that at some point it had to get to that point, and we need to start doing more. The question is, how do we do more? There's this guy who does ZIM Decoded and shares the news in Zimbabwe, who I've started, like, recently following, and he's really done a lot in me understanding how Zimbabwe works, any structures or any bills. But I think for a lot of people who live in the diaspora who don't have access to this, we are really going to continue to struggle until we understand those systems, so we know what we can do. And this is my plea to anybody who is in the system, who knows enough about the system, or anybody who's still in ZIM, or others who are out of ZIM but know what would be best to help, like how we can partake in, like, improving that. Obviously, us all flooding and coming back is not going to help the situation. Like, we're not going to suddenly be a better country. What needs to happen for Zimbabwe to become a place where we can create life, as opposed to us constantly having to send things there because there's nothing that exists there on its own? What needs to happen, guys? Like, what are we supposed to do? Are there young people who are making movements that we should be supporting and we have no idea? Because I would love to take part. And I know there's so many other people as well who would love to be a part of such a movement. We just have no idea how it happens. All we've ever been told is that you say one bad thing about Zimbabwe and its governance, you're out. Like, you're gone. They're killing you. So we need to know if there's even avenues for those things and where we can get access to those and how we can participate. I love that the UK is creating a march, and they are marching towards the US towards the Zimbabwean embassy in the UK. What can everybody else do? What are those who are close to ZIM can do? Like, what can we do? Those who are able to travel back and forth to ZIM immediately. What are things that we should be participating in to make a difference and to make a change? Please share.
We are currently here at the Musina repatriation site. This is a formal structure that has been put by the government of South Africa to ensure that we do the repatriation. As you would know, that everybody was arriving at the showgrounds. Once we're putting some structures up here for us to be able to facilitate. So what is currently happening is that we are busy processing people as they arrive, and most of them, they come from different provinces, being brought to this one as an official repatriation center. From this particular center, we have done the Mozambicans, and we are busy currently doing the Zimbabweans, as well as the Malawians. Those are the predominant countries that we are busy trying to assist here. And if you can look at the statistics of yesterday, we have processed about 2,168 of the people that are on the site here. And we hope that today the volumes would actually pick up in terms of, because the issue was around the buses that are supposed to be taking them out of the country. But we are going to have quite a number of buses today. We're expecting not less than 50 buses to be on the site, and the processing still continues inside.
And what are the challenges that you have been encountering here?
Well, the challenge is basically is that there has been quite a number of people that are arriving now. As I said, this is an official now repatriation center. So now all other provinces are sending people into this repatriation center. However, we had to also ensure that the manpower that we have brought as the department is increased. We are around about 100 of us here that are busy doing the processing. We're likely to work here maybe for another month. That's just an estimate from my side, depending on the number of people that would keep on coming. You see, this thing is not very much with that kind of a well-coordinated situation, because there are people who keep on coming now trying to get to this site based on the fact that they're fearing for their lives, or based on the new developments that are taking place within the communities where they live.
Right.
Some people sympathize, saying the comments reflect a genuine emotional experience. Others argue that choosing to live abroad comes with sacrifices and opportunities. There is no single experience that represents everyone in the diaspora. People's circumstances differ depending on family, work, immigration status, and personal goals. Whether you agree with ZIM 2K's perspective or not, the conversation highlights an important issue faced by many people living away from their country of birth. Home is more than a place. It can also be about family, identity, memories, and belonging. What do you think? Have you ever lived away from your home country? Do you believe someone can truly have two homes, or eventually feel like they have none? Share your respectful thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this discussion, please like, subscribe,